It did a lot for us. It just motivated us again because we know we have a big year ahead of us. So, as a linebacker group, we know we got to get better. We know we have a huge role on this team, so we just got to do our part.
Matthew, you seen that momentum carry over the spring that you guys had at the end of the year?
Yeah, we want to get better and wait for the season to get here and then go from there.
And we asked for Derek this, a little bit better depth with you guys now than was last year, not taking as many reps. What does that do for you and the unit?
Oh yeah, that adds experience to the guys. The other guys that can get more reps and stuff like that. We could rest a little bit, or vice versa, stuff like that. So it's just better having more guys out there.
For you playing a full season, how did that help you get better and help you propel you into this coming year?
It did a lot for my confidence. Like being able to stay healthy the whole year. Play the whole year. Had some ups and downs, but it really did a lot. Being able to play the whole year, had some success, and had some bad stuff happen too. So, it just did a lot. Did some good, some bad.
Anything about it's been a while since you've been here, coming up on your fifth year, senior year. How do you think that you've grown and changed since you arrived?
I think I've grown and changed a bit. When I got here, I was like 17, so I was like probably immature a little bit. Made a lot of bad decisions. Now I want to make the same decision I made then. Real cautious of what I do because I don't want to make mistakes that'll hinder my future or whatever like that. So I'm real aware of my situation and my surroundings. So just try to do the right thing.
Do you share your story with your younger teammates?
Not really. Not really.
Is there a moment that maturity kind of clicked in for you? Is there a moment you just kind of turned things around for you?
Yeah. I think it comes to a part of time when you got to do stuff. And I think it was just time for me.
Did you? Even though a lot of times older guys have been through a lot, the spring's not as important to them. But you talked about wanting to come back this year to become a much better player. Are you attacking practices that way?
Yeah, of course. Coach Fisher, Coach Miller, they expressed to us how important it is. Getting better in the spring and carry over to the fall. And, we want to have success in the fall, so we got to go hard in the spring. It's just how it goes. You can't go around it. So we got to get it in.